And hello again, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you here on a Wednesday afternoon. Time for our midweek pick-me-up right in the middle of the week, right in the middle of the workday, or more or less. Maybe not. Maybe near the end of the workday. Wherever it is, whenever you might be watching this, thank you for joining us. Our concept is simple: 2 prayers, 2 songs, and a talk in between. Which means it's probably about time for me to stop talking and start praying. So if you're with me and you're in a safe place, please feel free to close your eyes and join in a moment of recognizing there is truly only one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that is moving and breathing and having its being as all of life. I call this one God. And recognize God is known by many, many names. Some call it Buddha or Brahma or Yahweh or Vishnu, Kuan Yin, Source Energy, Muhammad. No matter the name, no matter the image, no matter the icon, no matter the philosophy, the oneness is one. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing absent, nothing missing. One self-existent cause that is forever taking on form and abandoning that form so it may take on new form. One true and absolute expression of the divine life that is living itself as my life perfectly, whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing absent. And as I know that truth of my life, then I know it must be true of the lives of each and every one that hear these words, each and every one touched by this vibration, each and every one that never even knows this happens, all across the planet. Every heartbeat a divine expression of God's life. Every heartbeat a divine emanation of creativity and love and light and beauty and truth. Each heartbeat whole and complete in its magnificence. So I am excited for what comes, excited for what's next, excited for the opportunity. Most especially excited to be in spiritual community with each one touched by this broadcast now or even at another time in the future. The vibration remains the same. Oh, so I am filled with a great sense of gratitude for what's revealing, for what's happening, for what's going to happen, for what's next. And I know what that is. It's a groovy piece of music. So let's get into it. Let's just set this tone with a deep, soulful sense of gratitude for what is. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you for being with us here this evening, folks. My name's Reverend Robert. I am with you, and this is All Aboard the Love Train here on New Thought Media Network with our midweek pick-me-up, which means there's really only one song we can listen to, and this is something you might not hear everywhere. It might sound sort of familiar, but this is a great mashup. Check this out.
People get ready, there's a train a-coming. Don't need no ticket, you just get on board.
All you need is faith to keep those diesels humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord.
Oh, people get ready for that train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast.
Faith is the key. Oh, the Lord's aboard there. There's room for all among who love the
Want you all to join hands. if you miss it, I feel sorry, sorry for you. The world join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world join hands, start a love train, love train. All over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. All over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world.
Start a love train. All aboard the love train. Thank you to the Mile High Music Ministry. That is available on their CD. Yes, it was a CD. Live, the Sanctuary Sessions Live Volume number 6 is where you can find that. And it's probably about the only place you can find that, because you can't find that on YouTube. That's for sure. Right here on the New Thought Media Network, part of our midweek pick me up. And, you know, it inspires me to remember that right now, more than anything, I really believe now is the time for everybody to get on the love train. To get ready, people get ready. There is a train coming. There is something magnificent that's coming, and it's right around the bend. And it's time for us to get ready to get on that love train, to get ready for what's going to come next. I heard it said earlier today by a colleague of mine, maybe it was yesterday, but right now, what we teach, the science of mind, new thought, metaphysics, this philosophy right now more than ever before is being called for. People are crying out for what we know and what we're involved with and how we can do this. And so I really invite you, as we continue through the end of this pandemic, let's call it as it is, right? We can see the light. I believe I can see a light at the end of the tunnel. And I believe our work right now is to get ready to be doing the heavy lifting, to be doing the inspired work for when we emerge and reemerge and come back out into the world, to be the example of what we can be, rather than being part of what just tries to go back to what used to be. You know, there's a saying that we are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones that so many others have been waiting for as well. If you're watching this broadcast, you're tuned into something, not just here online, but you're tuned into something bigger, a bigger vision, I believe. And I love that song because there's the imagery, right? And they say the train to Jordan. We're taking that train to Jordan. Well, in this music, in that is referring to, and the train to Jordan is generally referred to as a peaceful afterlife. Folks, we're not getting on a train to Jordan. We're getting on a train not to a peaceful afterlife. We're getting on the train to a peaceful now life, to bringing more peace into our lives right now. Not the sense of suffering or worry or concern or all the crap that 2020 was. And remember, crap is a technical term. It stands for conditions repelling absolute prosperity. CRAP. Conditions repelling absolute prosperity. So we're not buying into the old crap. We're buying into a whole new way of being. And it's going to begin with us bringing love into the world. Bringing more love into the world. Again and again, in moment by moment, in everything we're doing and everywhere we are. You know, over the last few years, it's been really easy to fall away from an understanding, a true embodiment of oneness, of the oneness that is our lives. Because it's been very, very easy to look and say, well, no, they did this. And no matter what label they have, maybe it begins with the letter A, maybe it begins with the letter B, maybe it begins with the letter C or D. You name a letter, there's somebody out there that uses a word to put down another people, to put down other people's beliefs. And we're not here, I'm not saying we all got to believe everything the same. We're not here to all believe exactly the same way and exactly the same things. And even in we did a great program on yesterday with Dr. Ken Gordon on the what we believe statements. And even in Holmes is what we believe. If in this movement, you'll find those that look at it differently, that want to, perceive and demonstrate and bring forward these ideas of oneness in a different way. That's all cool. That's all good. What we're doing, however, is we've got to remember that we're here to bring more love. Love and love and more love and more love. And it was said, and it has been said, and I don't know anybody that's got any proof of this. If anybody has proof of this, I'd love to talk to you. But it's been said that in Ernest Holmes's final days, as he was preparing to make his transition from this experience into the greater dimensions of livingness, he was asked if he regretted anything. And he said the only thing he regretted was that I didn't write more about love. That he didn't write more about love. When you look in the textbook of the Science of Mind, there are references to love and plenty of them, and nowhere near as many as other ideas and other concepts that Ernest was teaching. And in many ways, love is that guiding force. Now, so I went looking for some Ernest love quotes, and I wasn't finding anything that really struck me. But then there on one of those pages was something I haven't read for a while that really did strike me. And it made me realize I think this is central to what we're talking about. In The Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes wrote, "We should read, study, think, and meditate upon those statements which tend to calm, to give poise and confidence, and erase all thought of fear and tension. The subjective law can only operate upon that which is given it." The subjective, our own personal subjective, we can only operate on what we give it. So we must be careful of our patterns of thought. We live in a sea of perfect life, and we should take time to understand and sense this in our imagination. We should be in that imaginal workshop, in that imaginary aspect, in that place of imagining the perfect life. What that means for you, what that looks like for you. How many kids, how many cars, how many this, how many, knowing it's not about the collection, it's about the experience. He continues in that same paragraph, "We should think of ourselves as being surrounded by perfect life and poised in an eternal calm. We are in a sea of untroubled waters of life from which we truly drink. We must do the drinking." Emphasis is Dr. Holmes is there. We must do the drinking. We must drink from these untroubled waters, knowing that we can create anything we truly desire. He continues, "No one else can do this for us. We should hold out the cup of acceptance until it is filled and overflowing with a manifestation of our desires." Until it is filled and overflowing with the manifestation of our desires. This chalice of the heart is held up so that the heavenly flow may fill it with God's abundant life. In this philosophy, there's this concept called spiritual bypass. And a lot of people like to throw that term spiritual bypass around a lot. And there are those that like to accuse anyone that wants to have a positive thought of spiritually bypassing. And yes, it is important to do our shadow work. And yes, it is important to do the deep work. And all of that leads us to this place that Holmes talks about, a place of clarity, a place where we read, study, think, and meditate upon those statements which bring calm, poise, and confidence and erase all thought of fear and tension. It's okay. It's okay to erase the fear. It's okay to erase the doubt. It's okay to erase the tension, to just turn away from it. Because ultimately, when I bring forth the truth, it shall overcome. The truth shall prevail over top of all of those limiting beliefs that are truly just the human beliefs anyway. And that is what we do here in spiritual mind treatment. That's what I'm going to do here in a little bit in spiritual mind treatment. I don't spend a lot of time identifying, processing, and digging up what appears to be wrong. I spend a lot of time focusing on what it is we want, what I want to experience, what I believe is the highest truth, what I see and perceive and feel and experience as that grand truth. And I do everything to bring that forward, to make that alive in my life, to raise up a vibration of that goodness, so that my consciousness, my subconscious, my subconscious is continually being reminded that it is all good, that there is more than enough of everything for everybody, myself included. That there are no debts or deficits. There's no difficulties. There's no sorrow. There's none, unless I want it. If it helps me get clearer, hey, that's cool. But if I've been stuck processing my own disbeliefs about myself for too long, and then I just start to identify with those misbeliefs and start to identify with that's what yeah. Get it clear, folks. You are a divine expression of God. You are a divine emanation of God's great life on planet Earth. There is nothing other than yourself. There is nothing that can get in your way, that can hinder you from having and doing and being everything you are here to have and do and be. The only thing that can get in your way is yourself. And there are those that say, but wait, the government or the county regulations or laws or this or that. We still live in a human world, yes. And I have yet to hear of anything that is beyond our ability to overcome, to transcend, to change, to transform how we look at. Even death. Those that fear the unknown fear death. Those that have the absolute trust of saying, I am a living expression of God's life now and forevermore, eternal. Then when that day comes and we move into what's next. I am personally grateful that you're with us tonight. I'm grateful you're here. I'm grateful you're here on the planet. Because the truth is, every heart is necessary right now. Every one of us is absolutely necessary to the evolution of human consciousness, to this next great thing that we are here to be and to be about. And this world would be a much, much lesser place without you, without the gifts that you bring, without the love that you bring, without the heart that you bring. So let's get on the train. Let's go get on the love train, right? Bring it. In everything we do, in every way we show up, no matter what it is that you're here, that you feel called to, come get on the love train with me. New Thought Media Network. Day in, day out, spreading love all around. Come get on the love train with us. Because what I know is we're doing something pretty amazing together. And part of it includes raising up this vibration, moving this vibration forward of love, of peace, of abundance. I want to share another piece of music with you before we do our final song for the evening. And this is a dear brother and a dear friend, and you may even know the music. And if you do, hey, cool. And if you don't, you'll catch it real quick. This is our dear friend Bob Sima, and Put a Little More Love in the World.
It's the sparkle of
with us, folks. That is what we are doing. That is what we are about. That is what is happening here in this moment, collectively together, putting a little more love in the world, coming together in this moment, in this deep recognition of the oneness that is our lives, and the allness that is pervading itself, that is expressing itself, the one God, the one source, the one supply, the one infinite wellspring, that one self-existing cause, the oneness of everything expressing itself in creative, magnificent, and awe-inspiring ways, collectively bringing forward more love in the world. Everyone here invited to get on that love train and join in an unbounded expression of love. Cast the love that you are into the universe, into every relationship, into every connection, every opportunity, every business meeting, everything you do. A little more love in that soup tonight. A little bit more love as you do go about the daily experiences of life. A little bit more love as you do the grocery shopping. A little bit more love as you pay the electric bill. A little bit more love in every aspect of life. That is what we are here about. That is what we are being called to be and do in our lives and in our world. And so I invite each one here, each one that hears these words, to recognize their own inner calling, to recognize that inner peace that says, yes, I am here to serve, and yes, I am here to be. Say that. Yes, I am here. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be. Whatever that may be. Because whatever you bring it with love. Let the love be the vibration. Let love be the beacon. Let love be the light that lights up the path. Let love be the destination. Let love be the journey. I am thrilled to be a part of this, thrilled to be in spiritual community with each and everyone here, most especially thrilled to know God's got this, so I can get out of the way, let it be. I release the word into the law, let go, and let God be God. And if any of this has resonated in any way, please join me in an affirmation of truth as we say together. And so it is. And so it is. Hey, thank you, dear ones, so much for being with us. Thank you for being a part of the New Thought Media Network and all that we're doing and all that's happening around here. And thank you for your donations. There's a link in the description of today's program. Thank you for your financial support of this ministry. It really does go a long way to ensure that we can keep bringing these messages out into the world. And it's not just me anymore. We've got hosts, we've got shows, we've got new stuff coming all the time. If you did not get a chance to listen to Living Life in Joy today with Rev Melissa earlier, she had Ty Stevens on. Oh my gosh, what a great interview, what a great experience. Go back and check that out in the archives and catch all of the shows that we've got going on. Rev Lisa and her new program, The Inner Dazzle, was on earlier today. I have a new show that's on Tuesdays, The Growing Edge, which is a lot of fun. Just did the first one of those last week. Go check that out. The Joy is in the Journey with practitioner Gina. That is, next episode is tomorrow, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. And she's doing a great job with bringing us new information, new conversations, all kinds of fun stuff. Saturday mornings, we're learning more about the science of mind and spirit in our weekly lecture series. And this week, Dr. Ken Gordon is going to be our featured speaker. So he'll be on the stage bringing us that as well. Don't forget Rev Jersey Girl on Thursday, also at 10 o'clock Mountain Time. Always a great time. There is so much happening on the New Thought Media Network, and we really do appreciate that you're a part of it, that you keep showing up. And I'm going to invite you here now. Please tell a friend that's going to tell a friend that's going to tell a friend to come check out what we're doing and what we've got going on here. If you're more of the YouTube type, hit us on YouTube and give us a subscription over there, please. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for helping us to grow our presence on that platform as well. Share this video, start a new party, start something. We got a lot going on. I'm going to get out of here for now, folks. Let you get on to the rest of your afternoon. Enjoy your Wednesday evening. We'll be back tonight with prayer time, 8:15 p.m. in the Mountain Time Zone. And tonight it looks like Reverend Lisa's on tap and is up to provide us with a prayer. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm out of here for now. I love you. Peace and blessings. Until next time, please make it a great day. Bye now.